Today I'm filming indoors because it's really kind of blustery out there, so I don't have a muffle thing for the speaker, for the microphone, so I want to be in here where it's not so noisy. Today I want to talk about the day of a nomad who's in their late 60s on limited income. What's my day like? Usually I'm up between 6 and 7. Spend about 10 or 15 minutes on my tablet looking at the news, looking at emails. And then I spend about 15 minutes doing stretchy exercises before I get out of bed. Things like happy baby, what do they call it, dead bug, side to side, things that try to keep me supple and keep my low back from blowing out. And then I have to take my blood pressure and my heart rate, things like that, because I have a deal with my cardiologist. And if I can keep my blood pressure down and my heart rate fairly low, I don't have to be on medication. She's a good, hard cardiologist in that she knows, as she puts it, you can control what you're doing with your heart and your blood pressure through diet and exercise. But she also knows that diet and exercise are the two hardest things people can do over a long period of time. They just can't get that as part of their routine. And I've slipped up a little bit, and you can see as soon as I quit exercising and my diet goes bad, my blood pressure goes up, heart rate goes up. And she's like, all right, we can put you back on meds. And I'm like, no. Give me a week or two and I'll get it back down. So I have to take my measurements in the morning, and every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I send it into my cardiologist, and she makes sure that things are the way they're supposed to be. And I'll take diet and exercise over medication anytime. As a matter of fact, I changed my blood pressure medication. And I know correlation is not causation, but it's been a week, and tinnitus is gone. My ringing in the ears is gone. My sense of balance is quite a bit better. I'd say increased by 60–70%. And in 5 days, I've lost 4 pounds. Could it be just changing the meds? I don't know. And my blood pressure has been consistently low rather than bouncing around. I wonder if people get acclimated to their meds to where they may not work as good as they used to. So try something new. And that's what I did. And I don't know if it's what's doing it, but I'm feeling so much better. My balance is better. My weight is going down. The tinnitus is gone. And I haven't changed much of anything else. And then after I do all that, I have to clean up the RV a little bit. And that's just something, if you got one, you're going to have to do this all the time. Stay on top of it. Otherwise, your RV will become a wreck. So I clean up the RV and then grab a little breakfast, a small breakfast, and then go for my what I call either a ponder run or a ponder walk. It's 2 miles is the distance, and depending on how I feel, I'll either run it or walk it, and that's when I ponder all the, things of life in the world and my life and what's going on. I know the distance is always 2 miles, and one of the things I'm pondering recently is how come I've reached this age where my fastest walk is faster than my slowest run. I ponder that because it's like, wait, I can walk faster than I can run. And it brings crazy things like, ooh, do I want to try to set a weekly personal best on my run? If I do, should I start walking? I, I'm trying to figure it out, but I think what might be going on is when I run, the action and movement is faster, but I think my steps, my stride is shorter. And when I walk, I take bigger steps. But, you know, when did that happen? What age did I get to when I can walk faster than I can run? That's a ponder. You know, and then after I do that, I come home and walking or running, I got to do some kind of stretching. So I'll do some stretching, and then I'll ponder a little bit about what to do for a YouTube video and what kind of things I can do to help you guys out there. Then I figure out something for a dinner, have that, maybe read a little bit, go out and walk by Provo Lake, which is really pretty. And then by then it's evening time, and it's time to you know, journal a little bit about what I thought about today and what I did today, and then what I'm possibly going to do tomorrow. And that ends up being my day. So, you know, and every once in a while you got to throw in a hour or two of working on the RV. You know, sometimes it's inflating tires, it's checking all the fluids. It's just, you know, there's always something with the RV. And a couple times a week, maybe 3, 4, try to get it up to 5 times a week, I try to do Tai Chi. But interesting enough, even though Tai Chi is a gentle thing, I'm noticing when I get done with a day of Tai Chi, my knees are a little swollen. So I've got to be more mindful of how I do my Tai Chi, because I'm probably putting some type of a twisty motion into my knees that I'm not aware of. So, you know, that's another ponder thing for my walks or my runs. You know, ponder what's going on with my Tai Chi that's hurting my knees. So, you know, it's not real exciting. And the only other ponder I have is when I get low on groceries, I ponder on what it is I want to eat the next couple of days and try to make a list. Otherwise, without a list, I'll go in and buy the things that I want rather than I need. And it'll be like, how am I going to live on this stuff? And it's going to be bad. It's usually the stuff I want is bad for blood pressure and bad for weight loss. So I can't get the things I want. I got to get the things I need. So those are my ponders of a almost 70-year-old, and these are the things that I do during the day. Man, it's not something that's going to go viral, but it's the truth. You know, it's not exploring fantastic places and all of that. It's kind of going for a walk and turning inside and, you know, turning inwards and pondering the world, pondering life, pondering my children. You know, just a lot of thinking time. So that's typical day one. Now, day 2 is a completely different story, because I try to alternate. And day 2 is when I head out in my RV to go get, or maybe it's sometimes it's a day 2, a third day. I go get my food and go to Planet Fitness and go to library and do that kind of stuff. But that's for another video. So, boy, I'm Mr. Dull, but that's kind of what life is like when you're on fixed income, Social Security, and you just, you know, I ponder when the gas prices are going to go down so I can go back out and drive around all over the place. So I'll keep posting if you keep watching. Sorry, this one was kind of dull, but that's what a normal day is, kind of dull. So hang in there with me, and thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye.